Hey Mike, are you still going out drinking with your friends again?
Yeah, I'm planning to do that. Why?
Just checking, because I'm thinking of heading to bed early since I have an important meeting tomorrow morning.
Okay, I might end up drinking until morning, so no need to stay up until I come home. It's been ages since I've seen these guys.
Pulling an all-nighter? You're so young at heart.
Well, I rarely get to meet these guys. I couldn't even invite them to our wedding.
Have fun, but don't drink too much. You know how you get when you overdo it.
I know. Don't worry, I'll be responsible. Oh, by the way, I showed them our wedding photos. They're all saying that they want to meet you.
Really? I would have liked to have met them in person too.
They were all praising you, saying you're gorgeous.
That's sweet of them, but aren't they all your age? To them, a 37-year-old like me must seem like an old lady.
No way, being older is great.
Is that so?
Absolutely! Women in their 30s have a maturity and sophistication that younger women lack. They're sexy.
What's with that? You sound like a pervert.
Young girls are just loud and annoying. It's tiring to be around them all the time. For marriage, a mature, older woman is best.
Is that how it is? I thought men generally preferred younger women.
Not necessarily. In fiction, young girls might seem cute, but I definitely wouldn't want them as a girlfriend or wife.
Well, I'm glad your friends seem to accept me. I've been a bit anxious about our 7-year age gap between us.
Hey, I've been telling you that you're the only one worried about this age difference. Even my parents don't mind. They're actually relieved because you're older.
Really? Why's that?
They think I'm irresponsible, so they want an older wife to keep me in line.
Well, I guess I can handle that. I am a CEO after all, so I'm good at taking charge.
That's right. Being a CEO at your age is amazing. You're incredible.
I just inherited a small company after my father passed away. It's not that impressive.
But if I were in your shoes, I'd bankrupt the company in 3 days. Don't be so modest. I love that you're older, reliable, successful, and cool. I want to brag about you to all my friends.
Well then, want to hear about the honeymoon plans your brag-worthy wife came up with?
Oh, you've decided the details about a trip?
No, just the general outline, but I've incorporated most of your wishes into the schedule.
So you can manage getting time off work?
Yes, it's fine. I've arranged everything. Are you looking forward to our week in America?
Super excited. Can't wait for these 4 months to pass.
Sorry for making you wait for so long, but it's actually the only time I can take an extended break from work.
I'm just grateful we can go on a trip, so don't worry about that at all. And sorry for leaving all the preparations to you when you're so busy at work.
It's fine. It's more efficient for me to do it since I'm used to international travel. I've been to America several times, so I know the geography.
You're so reliable. Tell me the detailed travel plans tomorrow.
Got it, but don't brag about it to your friends. You always get carried away.
I already did. Sorry, I couldn't help it. They're all jealous, you know.
Of course you did. Well, it's fine. Just try not to exaggerate too much. But remember, our relationship is about us, not impressing others.
I know. It's just nice to have something to be proud of. By the way, what cities are we visiting in America?
I was thinking New York, Los Angeles, and maybe Las Vegas. How does that sound?
Wow, that's perfect! I've always wanted to go to New York to see the Statue of Liberty.
We can definitely do that. I'll make sure to include it in our itinerary.
You're the best, Sarah. I'm so lucky to have you.
I'm lucky to have you too, Mike. By the way, how's work going? Any interesting projects?
It's all right. Nothing too exciting. How about you? Any big deals coming up?
Actually, yes. We're in talks for a major merger. It's been keeping me busy.
Wow, that sounds intense. Is that why you've been working late these days?
Partly. It's a lot of responsibility, but I'm enjoying the challenge.
You're amazing, you know that? I don't know how you handle it all.
Thanks, Mike. Your support means a lot to me.
Always. Hey, want to catch a movie this weekend to unwind a bit?
That sounds lovely since we haven't gone out for a while. Looking forward to it. Now, go enjoy your night out, and don't forget your keys.
Got them right here. Now get some sleep. It's late.
All right, I'm heading to bed now. Don't stay out too late.
I won't. Love you. See you later.
Love you too. Be safe. Hey, Mike, we need to talk. A young woman just suddenly came to our house earlier saying she had an appointment with you. Who is she?
Oh, I completely forgot. I'm writing a column about women working in the nightlife, and I had an interview with her scheduled at our home.
I asked her to go home because you weren't there, but was that okay?
It's fine. I'll contact her. Wait, why are you at home? Aren't you supposed to be at work today?
Actually, I forgot something and came back home to get it. You should have at least told me about this interview in advance.
No, you must have been surprised. Sorry about that. It just slipped my mind.
I was really shocked. She had heavy makeup and flashy clothes.
She's probably meeting clients after the interview. They often have dinner with clients before work, but she was pretty, wasn't she?
I suppose. How old is she? She looked pretty young.
I think she said 20. She's so young and fresh. Her skin is so taut it would probably repel water. Your skin would just absorb it.
Shut up. My skin age is actually in the early 20s, you know.
But that's the result of spending a lot of time and money on beauty treatments. You can't beat natural youth.
That may be true, but all women put effort into their appearance. Isn't that effort beautiful too? You said yourself that women my age have qualities that young girls don't.
Of course! Everyone has their own charm. But lately, I've been talking to a lot of young women for work, and girls in their early 20s are just on another level of cuteness.
Isn't she too young for you? I wouldn't consider such young men as romantic prospects.
Of course not. You're even more of an old lady than me. It would be creepy if an old lady dated a 20-year-old guy. It wouldn't be love. It would be just money, as the old lady would probably be paying for everything.
Old lady? Can you stop saying that? And that's a pretty malicious way of putting it.
It slipped out. Sorry, but I didn't mean any harm.
There was clearly malice there. That statement was insulting to most women in the world.
Hey, don't take this too seriously. Why are you getting angry?
I'm not angry, I'm just irritated.
Same thing. It's a fact that you're an old lady. Don't get worked up over the truth. Are you going through menopause?
Don't say things like that, even as a joke. It's unpleasant to be insulted about age or appearance, especially by your partner.
Don't be so sensitive. Men don't react this much when called old guys.
That's because old lady is often used negatively. Men have it easy. Terms like silver fox are often used positively.
Okay, let's drop this topic.
Fine, but I hope you understand why your words were hurtful.
I get it. I'll be more careful next time.
Thank you. That's all I ask.
So, about that interview.
What about it?
I might need to do a few more for the column. Is it okay if I conduct them here?
I'd prefer if you didn't. Can't you do them at a cafe or something?
I guess I could. It's just more comfortable here.
For whom? You or the interviewees?
For me, of course, but I do see your point. I'll try to find another place.
Good, I'd like it that way. By the way, how long is this project going to last?
A few more weeks, maybe a month. Why?
Just curious, because you've been coming home late these days.
It's part of the job, because I need to observe the nightlife scene.
I understand. Just try to be careful, okay?
Of course, you don't need to worry about me.
I always worry about you. It's part of being married.
And I appreciate it. I'm lucky to have you.
I'm glad you realize that. Now I need to head back to work, so I've got to go.
All right, have a good day. Love you.
Love you too. Mike, you've been coming home late a lot recently. Is everything okay?
Yeah, just been busy with work. Lots of late meetings.
I see. It's just, you seem different lately.
What do you mean? How am I different?
I don't know, distant maybe? And you're always on your phone.
It's nothing, just work stuff.
Really? Are you sure? You know you can talk to me about anything, right?
I know, everything's fine, Sarah, don't worry.
Okay, if you say so, but don't work too hard, okay? I love you, Mike.
Oh, I completely forgot I put that there.
Where have you been until this hour? I really need to talk to you now. I actually found a woman's earring in your jacket pocket, so you'd better give me a good explanation for this.
Oh, I completely forgot I put that there.
Whose is it? And you've been coming home late recently, Mike. You're acting pretty strange these days. I need to know what's going on.
Actually, I have a girlfriend.
What? A girlfriend?
Remember that 20-year-old girl who came to our house? I'm actually dating her now.
What? You actually have a relationship with that young girl? So you betrayed me. How could you do this to me?
Because I don't want to be with an old hag like you anymore. I realized that women are better the younger they are.
But we're still newlyweds and we just got married. How could you change your mind so quickly? Weren't you the one who said older women are better because they're more settled?
I was naive then. Settled women are boring. Young girls are more exciting and don't get old.
You're contradicting yourself. That doesn't make any sense.
You should be grateful I chose you even for a moment, you hag. At least you got to live a nice dream.
Grateful? Oh, don't be ridiculous. Who do you think you are? You should be grateful that I chose you. Relationships are mutual, aren't they?
I chose you when you were on the shelf. You clearly benefited more from this.
That doesn't make sense. You're the one who chose me.
If you always eat fresh food, you get bored. Sometimes you want to try processed or unusual things.
Unusual things? You mean me? How can you say such a horrible thing?
I should have kept you as a plaything instead of marrying you. Women over 25 have no value. I don't know why I even got married to you.
A woman's value isn't determined by her age. I don't want someone who says such stupid things. Just get out of my house right now.
Ha! You should be the one to leave.
Excuse me? Don't you remember that this is my apartment from before we got married? The contract is in my name and I'm the owner. So you have no right to stay here. I'll sign the divorce papers, so just get out right now.
Oh, right. Fine. Whatever. I'll go to my girlfriend's place. I was getting sick of this old lady-styled room anyway.
Just leave immediately. It's over, Mike. We're done.
Fine, I'm going. But you're gonna regret this, Sarah. You'll never find someone like me again.
The only thing I regret is marrying you. Don't worry about my future. I'll be perfectly fine without you.
Whatever. I'll be back for my things later.
Oh, don't bother about that, because I'll pack them up and have them all sent to you.
Suit yourself. Goodbye, old hag.
Goodbye, Mike, and good riddance. Now just get out. Hello?
Sarah, it's me.
What do you want now, Mike?
I've submitted the marriage registration with my girlfriend. I was such an idiot. I'm glad I got a wife younger than my ex.
Oh, is that so? Good for you. Thank you for telling me.
I'm going on the honeymoon with her, too.
Oh, I had completely forgotten about the honeymoon.
When I told her about the trip, she was so excited. She loves Hollywood movies and has always dreamed of going to America, so I'll definitely enjoy the trip with her.
That's fine. Go ahead and enjoy the trip. But are you going to be able to afford it? The trip costs $10,000 per person.
What? $10,000 per person?
The dollar is strong right now. If you fulfill all your requests, that's how much it costs.
Hey, wait! Haven't you already paid for the trip?
Actually, we were supposed to pay this week. But were you actually planning to make me pay for all of this?
I thought you had already paid! I figured it would be all a waste, so I was thinking of going on that trip with my girlfriend!
You are unbelievable. But too bad, I haven't paid yet, so of course you're welcome to go with her.
But there's no way I could pay $10,000 per person!
That's for traveling to multiple locations in the U.S. If you change the plan to enjoy just one place, it could be cheaper, but it would still cost at least $6,000 per person.
No, that's impossible. I don't have that much in savings.
Well then, I guess you have to give up that trip.
I can't. My girlfriend is really looking forward to it. Isn't there any way to make it cheaper?
I just don't think you're understanding my point, but why should I have to do anything for you two? After all you've done to me, I can't believe you're still trying to rely on me. Hey, don't you want to make your girlfriend happy? If you don't have enough money, why don't you take out a loan? It'll be fine, just a small one.
Don't act like this doesn't concern you!
Although I don't want you to involve me into this, I can totally understand how your girlfriend feels. If you take her on a grand American trip now, she'll fall in love with you all over again. On the other hand, if you tell her you can't afford it after all, she'll be so disappointed.
Stop trying to make me spend money!
Think about it calmly. What's the purpose of a young woman dating an older man? You're looking for a beautiful body and charm in a young woman, right? Young women have things they want from older men, too. There's dependability, reliability, and various other things, but the main thing is money. If you don't act with that in mind, an old man like you will be dumped by her so quickly.
You're just jealous because I found someone younger and prettier.
Jealous? Of what? A man who can't even afford his own honeymoon? No, I'm trying to give you advice, but you're free to ignore it.
Fine, I'll figure something out.
Good luck with that. Is there anything else you need?
No, that's all.
Then goodbye, Mike.
Sarah, I need your help.
I thought things were over with you. What is it now?
Sarah, can you lend me some money?
What? Where did this come from?
I'm in debt.
So what does that have to do with me? Pay it back yourself. It's your fault for borrowing money you can't repay.
You're the one who said I should take my new wife on a trip.
Oh, so you really took her. You even went into debt for it. And now you're blaming this on me?
I was hesitant until the last minute, but she was all set on going. When I suggested changing the destination once, she got upset. She even threatened to break up, so I had no choice but to go.
She sounds like a spoiled child.
Totally! She's always making selfish demands. The trip was a nightmare.
In what way?
She kept wanting to eat at fancy restaurants, but her choices were always so expensive. 2 bagels and drinks cost over $60.
Well, things are expensive in America.
But there were more cheap places, too. She always chose the expensive ones. If I objected, she'd get moody. She was always splurging, but made me pay for everything.
So it ended up costing much more than initially planned?
Just meals during the trip cost about $5,000. On top of that, she made me buy her shoes, bags, and souvenirs. And to make matters worse, she got injured and had to be hospitalized.
What? What happened?
I don't know if she was taking selfies for Instagram or what, but she was taking photos on a hill with a good view and fell. She's such an idiot. She went into a restricted area just to take photos.
Young people can be impulsive sometimes. American medical costs are high, aren't they?
Ridiculously high! I thought I'd save money by not getting insurance. Then the medical bills turned out to be astronomical.
What? You didn't get insurance? Oh no, America is so expensive.
I know, I messed up, but if she hadn't done something so stupid, we wouldn't have had these medical expenses. She just kept adding unnecessary costs.
Did you complain to her?
You bet I did. Then we got into a fight and she didn't speak to me on the flight back. Things are still tense between us. It's the worst. Why is she angry? I'm the one who should be angry.
So you spent hundreds of thousands of dollars and came back with a strained relationship. It's like you threw money down the drain.
You're the one who kept threatening me, saying I'd be dumped if I didn't take her on the trip.
Don't blame this on me, but the fact that my words resonated with you means you agreed to some extent. You thought you had to try not to be dumped because you're an old man.
Anyway, that's why I need money. Please help me.
I refuse. Why don't you ask your family or friends?
Nobody will lend me money. They're all exasperated by my stupidity, and my parents said divorcing you was a mistake.
I'm not surprised about that, and I suppose you were disowned by your parents.
How do you know?
By the way, your mother called me right after we separated. She apologized for her foolish son.
Mom apologized to you?
You even made your parents bow their heads. How do you feel about that? What an unfilial son. You left me for a younger woman, but did that actually make you happy? You lost trust, money, and your parents' affection. Practically everything. Was that woman worth all of that?
I don't know what to say.
You don't have to say anything. Your actions speak louder than words.
Sarah, I think I made a huge mistake.
You're just realizing that now?
I know it's too late, but I'm truly sorry for everything I've done.
Apology not accepted. You can't undo the hurt you've caused.
I understand. I don't know what to do now.
That's not my problem anymore, Mike. You made your bed, now lie in it.
Can't you help me just this once, for old time's sake?
Old times? You mean when you called me an old hag and left me for a younger woman? Those old times?
I didn't mean those things. I was just confused.
Confused enough to marry someone else?
I made a mistake, okay? I admit it. I was wrong.
And now you want me to bail you out of your mistake? No way, Mike. You need to face the consequences of your actions.
But what am I going to do about all this debt?
Figure it out yourself. You're a big boy, aren't you? Stop relying on me for everything.
Sarah, please, I'm desperate.
And whose fault is that?
Mine. It's all my fault.
At least you can admit that, but it doesn't change anything.
Please, Sarah, I don't know what else to do.
Have you considered getting a job?
A job? But I already have my writing gig.
Which clearly isn't paying enough if you're in this much debt.
But I'm not qualified for any other job.
Then get qualified, take some courses, learn new skills.
At my age, who would hire me?
Oh, so now you're concerned about your age? I thought age didn't matter to you.
That's different. The job market is tough for older people.
Welcome to the real world, Mike. It's not just tough for older people, it's tough for everyone.
But you're doing well. Your company is successful.
Because I work hard for this. I didn't inherit a successful company. I built it up from a small business my father left behind.
I know, and that's impressive. That's why I thought you might be able to help me out.
By giving you money I worked hard for, so you can waste it again?
You need to trust me. I wouldn't waste it this time. I've learned my lesson.
Have you really? Because it sounds like you're still just looking for an easy way out.
What do you mean?
Instead of taking responsibility and figuring out how to pay off your debt yourself, you're here asking me to give you money.
But I don't have any other options other than that.
Yes, you do. They're just not easy or comfortable options.
Like what?
Like getting a second job, or selling some of your possessions, or negotiating a payment plan with your creditors. You need to at least try.
But that all sounds so difficult.
Welcome to adulthood, Mike. It's not always fun.
Can't you at least lend me a little bit of money just to get myself started?
No, Mike, I can't do that. I won't enable your irresponsible behavior anymore.
But what about my girlfriend? She'll leave me if I can't provide for her.
Then maybe she's not the right person for you. Have you ever thought about that?
But I love her!
Do you? Or do you just love the idea of being with a younger woman?
What's that supposed to mean?
It means you're more in love with the image than the reality. You loved the idea of a young, beautiful girlfriend, but you're not prepared for the reality of what that entails.
That's not true. I do love her.
Then why are you here asking your ex-wife for money instead of figuring things out with her? I'm definitely not the one you need to be discussing with about this.
Because she doesn't understand financial difficulties.
And whose fault is that? You presented yourself as someone who could provide a lavish lifestyle.
I didn't think it would be this expensive.
Again, you didn't think. That seems to be a pattern with you.
You're being cruel, Sarah.
No, I'm being honest. Something you should try sometime.
What do you mean?
Have you been honest with your new wife about your financial situation?
Not entirely.
Then start there. Be honest with her. If she truly loves you, she'll understand and work with you to figure things out.
And if she doesn't?
Then you'll have learned an expensive but valuable lesson about the importance of honesty and responsibility in a relationship.
I'm scared, Sarah. I don't know how to fix this.
Start by being honest with yourself and her. Then make a plan. Cut unnecessary expenses, look for ways to increase your income, and stick to a budget.
That sounds so adult.
It is, Mike. It's time you started acting like one.
I don't know if I can do it alone.
You're not alone. You have a wife, don't you? Try to work it out with her. And if she's not willing to work with you on this, then maybe it's time to reconsider that relationship.
I guess you're right. I've made a real mess of things, haven't I?
Yes, you have. It's about time you realized that, but it's not too late to start fixing it.
I don't even know where to begin.
Begin by being honest with your wife, then make a list of all your debts and expenses. Once you have a clear picture of your financial situation, you can start making a plan to address it.
That sounds overwhelming.
It is, but it's necessary, and it will get easier as you go along.
I wish I had listened to you before. You were always the sensible one.
Flattery won't get you anywhere, Mike. Just focus on fixing your situation.
You're right. I'm sorry for bothering you with this, and I'm sorry for everything else, too.
I appreciate the apology, but actions speak louder than words. Show that you're sorry to me by getting your life together by yourself.
I will. I promise.
Good. Now, is there anything else?
No, that's all. Thank you for listening, even though I didn't deserve it.
You're welcome. Good luck, Mike. I hope you figure things out.
Thanks, Sarah. Goodbye.
Goodbye, Mike. I heard that the total amount of debt Mike accumulated exceeded $50,000. Mike worked incredibly hard to repay it. He also practiced frugality to reduce expenses. However, it seems his new wife didn't like this situation. Tired of her life with Mike, she ran away with the money Mike had set aside for repayment. Desperate, Mike asked his parents for help, but they reportedly turned him away, saying it was his fault for choosing such a woman. Speaking of making wrong choices, I guess I can't really judge others either. After all, I chose a hopeless man like Mike. Some time has passed since then, and I'm currently dating a man of my own age. It's not that I discriminate based on age, but going through this experience, I no longer consider younger men as potential romantic partners. Thank you for watching until the end. If you found this video satisfying, please hit the like button. If not, please share your thoughts in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Your ratings and comments encourage us to create more content. We have many more videos that will give you that satisfying feeling, so please check out our other videos on this channel. We'll see you in the next video.